G'day guys, thanks for visiting That Journal Guy. My name is Richard and today is another confession of a stationery nerd. Last time I did a stationery nerd video, I showed a bunch of journals that I've picked up from my many adventures to EB Games, as they've sold all kinds of themed journals to add to my collection. And when I was picking them up on $5 Fridays, they ended up only being $4.50 a pop because of my EB membership. So I was getting a discount on the $5, so $4.50 a journal. I had all these awesome journals. I'll put the link to that video in the description below, as well as in the card above the video there. But today's stationery nerd video is about all this stuff. And this is a bunch of stuff that I've acquired in the last month or two, or three. I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit because I don't want to think that I purchased all of this so quickly. But that I haven't actually posted on my Instagram or on YouTube or on Facebook. And it's just like random stuff that I wanted to add to my collection. And I thought it would make just a fun video to do another stationery haul. But it's basically another confession of a stationery nerd, because I just can't stop buying stationery. As some of my fellow stationery nerd herd followers can attest to. We can never have enough journals, we can never have enough markers, and the reason why I cave in buying these particular items is because they were such a good deal, or they are derived from inspiration that I've seen on the Facebook groups that I'm a part of, as well as Instagram and what have you. So I'm glad that you guys tuned in today. I hope you guys don't mind it being a non-journal kind of day, but more of a stationary kind of day. So let's go on my tabletop, and I'm going to show off all the cool stuff that I got here. Okay, so we're on my tabletop here, and we've got all this beautiful stuff. When I look at it right now, it's like I'm going, oh, why did I buy all this stuff? But I mean, you know what? There's worse things that I could be into, right? So I would love to share this wonderful stationery haul with you. And this is stuff, again, that I've purchased in the last, I'm going to say maybe 2 or 3 months, that I just haven't posted on my Instagram. But I think what I'm going to do is, once I finish filming this, that I'm also going to photograph it with my phone here, and then I'm also going to post that on my Instagram as some teasers as to seeing some of my stationery haul. So as you can see, we've got a variety of coloring and writing instruments, as well as some sticker stuff, cool erasers, paper stock, and then some journals. So I'm just going to push things aside here, and I'm going to, here we go. Maybe we'll start with the coloring stuff. Well, you know what? We'll just go down the pile. So here we go, some stickers. I love stickers. Minecraft. This is actually with intentions to do a Minecraft theme spread for some time. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the puffy stickers, but maybe I can open these up for you. The puffy stickers can add a little bit too much mass to the actual pages, although I have added foil, what is it called? Confetti. Sorry, foil confetti, like a fall themed confetti in my current Michael's journal, and it really does bulk up the pages. So like part of the notebook really bulks up in the corners. So I'm not sure if these puffy stickers will serve me well, but they're really cool. And Minecraft is a video game on the computer that I love playing, and I love building stuff. And you can sort of, if you are a Minecraft player, you'll sort of understand why this is such a cool find for me. So this is very gamer related, very geek related for me. Minecraft stickers here. And then I also found these at Michael's. These I found, I think, at, was it Dollarama? Or was it just a deal at, I think it was a Walmart find. So I'm not sure how much those were. But I found these on clearance at Michael's, some flags. I've never done a traveler's theme in my journal. Mind you, I've only been journaling since March. So I mean, I've only done so many themes, but I thought that the flag thing would be kind of cool. So there's 2 sheets of the same stickers, but enough to embellish, at least a few pages, if with just a couple of stickers on each page, and maybe a little blurb about the country that it represents. I'm not sure. I think it'd be kind of fun. I always find that I buy stickers a little bit impulsively, thinking that it's going to be a useful kind of inspiration to start a theme for a month, right? Well, I'm not, it's just, I'm fumbling with that, sorry. So I thought that, and it was only, what is it, $1.97? Yeah, $1.27, pardon me. So I mean, how can you go wrong for that, right? So some really nice stickers to add some color to some pages. Okay, speaking of color, let's take a look at this wonderful set of markers that I got. These are actually from IKEA, and I haven't swatched these yet, so I'm not sure how much these will bleed through, but the colors were wonderful. I love that they were fat kind of markers kind of thing, and I haven't actually opened them up yet, but I just noticed now that it's not actually like a like a resealable kind of thing. It's actually one of those. It looks like once I open it, I'll have to put it in some sort of pencil case and stuff like that. But as you can see, the Mala set comes with two, four, 6, 8, 10, 12 markers there. A nice variety of basic colors. I'm not sure how well they blend. I'm not sure how well they do, but I saw them at IKEA and I thought, well, yeah, why not? They weren't too expensive. I think they were like $6 or something like that. But for a set of markers, why not? The Simply Art series. This is actually from Dollarama, and I think I got this whole set of 36 for $4. I love this set so much that I bought. This is my second set, and the reason why I jumped on this is because their highest price point is only $4. So if I find a really good like amount of pencil crayons or markers or something like that for the max price of $4, I'm gonna jump on it because I have not seen this set since I've bought the second set. So 36 pencil crayons for $4 is actually a huge deal from Dollarama. And the Simply Art series, I've actually tested this for my Bujo badges when I first started the system, and I found that the colors are actually really nice. And they, for budget pencil crayons, they actually work really well. So that's the reason why I got a second set, and that's why I couldn't resist getting it. If I do see this again, I probably get a third set, but maybe I'll start doing some giveaways and stuff like that on my channel. We'll see, and let other people enjoy the bargain that I have been finding. So Simply Art, again from Dollarama, $4 for 36. Speaking of Dollarama, these buggers. Now these are water-based markers from Dollarama. These are only, I think they were like $2.50 or $3 a piece, $3.50, I forget. But there are 5 sets of 6 water-based markers. So this was the Candy Collection. This one is the Charm Collection. The Spring Collection, the Pastel Collection, and the Skin Collection. And as you can see, they're marked kind of artist marker style. I've been using the Skin Collection in my current Michael's journal. I've used, I think, the orange one here, one of the lighter browns, and I think the pink as sort of a palette for fall. Even though this is supposed to be a skin color, for markers and stuff like that, I'm using it as a fall thing. Now, I don't know why I'm so drawn to these. I mean, I'm sort of jealous of people who actually have all these really cool alcohol-based markers. They actually look like more expensive markers, but they're not. They're not. But they are water-based markers, and they really do very well in cheap and more expensive journals. I found my experience with the Skin Collection that because it's water-based, it doesn't bleed through so long as you don't obviously saturate the page. And I think that's true for any journal, but I mean, in the cheaper journals that I'm using, it's important for me that they don't necessarily bleed so that I don't ruin the opportunity to cover both sides of the page, right? So, but I mean, I just couldn't help it. The funny story about these is that when I found, I think, an initial set of, I think I bought these two originally from a Dollarama downtown, I hadn't been able to find these again, like for months or for weeks at least. And when I found the rest of them at another Dollarama at a mall, I jumped right on top of them. And the confession part that comes to play here is that this is actually my second set of all 5 of these marker sets. So I actually have 2 complete sets of the Dollarama water-based markers. But I mean, like, they're just beautiful markers. They have a really nice feel to them. They're nice and fat, like fat and chunky kind of markers, not like a pencil crayon or a thin marker. So it really gives you a little bit more control if you're artistic. I'm not very artistic at all, but I mean, I use them for the flourishes that I put in my titles, as well as I haven't actually tried coloring opportunities yet, but I'm going to be experimenting with these more in the coming weeks and sort of see how well they blend. And I have to actually learn how to blend them properly. But yes, this is my second set, a complete set from Dollarama. Again, I think it was $2.50 or $3.50 a box, so a really good deal for water-based markers, I think. And considering that I have 30 colors here, I think I'm set for a while. Okay, now speaking about being set. This $9 set of fine liners came from an outlet mall, or sorry, not an outlet mall, but an outlet store called Bianca Liquidation Center here in Winnipeg. Now, this 48 piece fine liner set is 0.04 millimeters, so it's a fairly fine line pen, and you can sort of see all the shades and colors. Now, I'm not sure how well represented these colors are. I haven't actually broken these out. As you can see, it's still kind of sealed, but I mean, I haven't tried them yet. But I mean, I just loved all the shades that you could get. Like, there's so many different kinds of blues, and I like all the shades of like the orange and the yellows here. It could be a little bit more extensive, obviously, but for $9, I mean, that's a steal. I'm like, come on, like, how could I not jump on that? And there's this set is in abundance at that store. So I mean, if I really do start burning through this, I mean, it's easy enough for me to acquire another set if I really wanted to. So yeah, fine liner, 48 piece fine liner set for $9 with all those wonderful colors. Yeah, I jumped on that. And the last of my coloring things are actually a very unique thing: the Kid Made Modern Crazy Crayon discs. This was only a $3 find, and I found this at my local Goodwill store. Now, I love going to Goodwills and finding cool things. This really caught my eye because they're basically markers that are melted together into little discs. Have I taken it out? I think I did, just once to check it out. I haven't posted this on my Instagram or anything yet, but as you can see, they're just these wonderful discs, right? And now, like, how I'm going to use this, I'm not sure, because they're crayons. So I'm not sure how I can use these, like, even as flourishes in my pages and stuff like that. But aren't they just wonderful? Like, look at that. Look at that blend of color and stuff like that. And they're basically just big, chunky crayons, right? So, I mean, if I did make a, like, sort of like a streak across a page, it would be like this wonderful blend of all these colors that are in each disc. So I was thinking that I could make, some spreads dedicated to each of these colors, and then I'd have, like, obviously I have enough other coloring things to sort of supplement the page with whatever flourish I put on there. But isn't that cool? I mean, for $3, I mean, why not? I'm not sure where this originally came from, but as you can sort of see on the back, how they're demonstrating how they're using it, you can see that there's like blends of colors that sort of come naturally because of all these melted together crayons, right? So I mean, why not, right? I mean, like, whatever I can use to make my pages really beautiful in my own way, within my own means, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to do so. So I mean, and for $3, I mean, how could I say no to something very unique like a bunch of crayons like that? So that's cool. So that is my coloring part of my haul. I'm going to show off my little another Dollarama 125 set of 3D erasers. Isn't that cute? I just had to get them. These 3D erasers had to come home with me because they're just the cutest animals ever. And I'm not sure how great they erase, but I don't know if I want to use them because they're just so cute. But they are stationary because they're erasers. So I thought that would be a really cool addition to my collection. This is actually, this designer paper, this is another Dollarama find. I think $1.25 for this, as you can see there. Now, these 24 sheets, this is actually what really caught my eye about this. Is there a way to open this? Because I haven't actually opened it. Okay, I'm going to open it anyway. So the reason why I was so into this is because somebody on Facebook, oh, these aren't even attached. Okay, that's why. Okay, so there's somebody on Facebook showed her art, and this is particular. Her art is very similar to this, and it was based on Portuguese tile. I found out Portuguese tile. And so Portuguese tile, if you Google it, you can sort of see all these wonderful squares of art. Basically, there's no tile is the same, or some of them have adjoining designs. But what she basically did by hand is actually copy designs by hand and actually tiled the side of her page with that. Now I'm not nearly that talented, but the way she did it was so cool, and it was so convincing that it was actually it fooled people. Some people thought it was washi tape, and so did I. I thought it was washi tape too. But I mean, like, just the fact that I found paper that really resembled the Portuguese tile thing was really very interesting to me. So I'm going to use this in a similar fashion and try to decorate my pages with some of the Portuguese tile inspired paper here. So isn't that beautiful? $1.25 for 24 sheets of variety here. And there's like all kinds of ways that I can use this, because I can cut this into individual squares. I can cut these into individual squares to match, or I can use these as backing for calendars or other art or whatever, right? So I mean, the colors are really beautiful. They lend themselves to decorating the pages really cool. So yeah, that was a really good steal for $1.25. And one more thing that I want to show before I show my journals here is this wonderful Staedtler pencil case. Now this I found at another Goodwill store, and this was, I think, a whole 25 cents. So this was really cool because this actually has, like, it's actually a Staedtler like thing. So I mean, you could, if you want to travel light with your journal and you want to just carry your bare essentials for writing and stuff like that, and maybe some instruments like for like short rulers and stencils and stuff like that, you can carry it in this really cool Staedtler case. So I was really impressed by this because I love all the pen loops here, and that it does have room for me to put more stuff in there, as well as some stuff up front, then zip it up lickety split like that. And I love that it's like a zipper like this versus just sort of an open at the top kind of thing. This gives me a little bit more give to access everything into the pouch, right? Like, so yeah, I thought this was a really great find. I haven't actually used it yet because my current system, which is like a roll-up tool kit, which is really funny. I'm using a tool belt style thing as my as my stationery thing, my stationery holder. But seeing something like this would be a really cool way to carry my stuff when I'm journaling. So yeah, a Staedtler pencil case for 25 cents from Goodwill. And last but not least, and probably the most important parts here, are the journals that I picked up in the last little while. Now, I think I'm going to start with this little guy. This Markings Bulleting Log Journal is actually from Walmart. And this was, I think, $10 or $11. So this style of journal is interesting because it's got some stuff pre-done for you as far as dates. You just circle the month and day. You can give yourself a title for that, and then it's just a dotted notebook otherwise. Now, this particular brand of I'm not going to call it a bullet journal, but dotted notebook is not easy to find at Walmart. But it is a really nice, like, leather-like cover. You can sort of see the, customize it to fit your lifestyle. So basically, because it's a dotted notebook, it lends itself to you making your own spreads. It's nice that the page finder, it comes with it with its own stencils, so you can actually do, bullets and as well as squares and triangles, however you want to customize your spreads, right? So it does lay fairly flat. The dots do line up fairly well, although I wouldn't rely on the spacing 100% for 2-page spreads, because they seem to line up, but then these dots in the middle seem to imply that they're not quite lined up. So I'd probably just stick to just doing single line spreads with this. However, the feel of this journal is so wonderful. I mean, I just love that leather-like feel. I love the contrasting red against the brown. I love the red edging on the pages. Yeah, I couldn't say no to this. So this was about, again, $9 or $10 from, or maybe it was $12 at Walmart. Okay, now here's another Dollarama find. Somebody on Facebook posted that a new set of bullet journals, which are actually dotted notebooks, were released in Dollarama. And it has this nice, like my first bullet journals, or my first dotted journals were from Dollarama, but they had a pink or black plastic leather kind of cover. This actually has a fabric cover, and it has an open spine. So this really lends itself to a super flat notebook when it lays flat, right? So I haven't seen a notebook this quality at from Dollarama. This is only $3.50 per book. It's 160 pages, and I love. Yeah, see, like I'm always careful to call it a bullet journal. One of my newest Facebook friends from the Bullet Journal for Guys group says, a dotted book is not a bullet journal. A bullet journal is a method, right? So this bullet journal is actually just a dotted notebook, but it really does have really nice dot spacing. It doesn't lend itself entirely to a two-page spread because I think the spread is a little bit too wide between the edges for the dots. However, because it lays so flat, lends itself to you being able to work on the pages fairly uniformly and fairly easily. So I had to get two of them. So I got two of them. Although I just noticed now that one is darker than the other, which is interesting. One's a light blue, one's a dark blue. I thought they were both the same. Okay, but there's also a beige one that I really wanted to get, and then there's a pink fabric one that is out there too, but I wasn't interested in that one. So I wanted to get the beige ones next. Again, Dollarama is a really great place to find stuff, but I mean, you have to jump on it right away because once they're gone, it's very likely you won't see it again. So I haven't seen these since I bought them, but I'm really happy to have them. So two cloth-covered bullet journals with the open spine to lend itself to laying flat, only $3.50 a piece. And I think the pages, I'm not sure how great they are, but I will be testing them in the future. And the last find that I really wanted to share, out of all places, I found these at Ardene's. So these ones have a little bit more of a, like a, I don't want to call it girly because I don't want it to be like a sexist kind of thing. But Ardene's is mostly a women's store. They don't sell a lot of unisex stuff there. But I was really drawn to this journal. And the reason why the reduce, reuse, recycle theme is on the front here is because this is actually a cork cover. Now, I thought that maybe it was just a cheap cover with a cork style print on it, but when I bought this and felt it, it's like, this is actually cork. It's like, wow, this is cork. And the pages, I'm not sure if they're craft pages, but I feel like these are actually recycled pages because the way they feel like it's recycled paper. So this is actually a really nice lined cork notebook, and it's a very unique item. So I think the original sticker price on these were $6.90, and yeah, but it was a buy one get one half off. And then I also have this VIP card for Ardene's because I buy a lot of charging cables from them. So it may seem kind of weird to have a guy carrying a VIP card for a women's store, but it actually lends itself to buying really cool things like this, as well as charging cables that work way better than Dollarama ones. So the reduce, reuse, recycle books ended up being only $5 a piece. I think that I could probably serve myself really well using these notebooks. So there you have it. I've got all of this really cool stuff, and I'm really happy to share it with you, and I know that you guys, being fellow journalers and stationery nerd people, will understand this, why I'm so happy to have all this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please stay tuned for more because my future videos will have either more stationery hauls as well as more planning and spreads to share with you guys. So please stay tuned for more. Again, it is That Journal Guy. Thank you for tuning in today. And I hope you guys will hit subscribe if you haven't already. Please hit that little bell icon so you're instantly notified when something new is uploaded. And I hope we'll see you in the next video. Journal on, as I always say, and we'll see you soon. Have a fabulous day, guys.